guys, bluedrawin here, and no, we're not doing this. But hey, okay, I'm not dead. Let me explain my half a year, maybe even longer absence to all of my lovely subscribers. All 25 of you. $250,000 subscribers.
So guys, we did it. We reached 250,000 subscribers.
I'll throw up a timestamp for those who just want to hear the complaining. I can't blame you, I'm pretty fucking boring to listen to. Anyways, as I was saying, basically my old computer could not run Solely Vegas anymore due to a Windows update, which essentially completely broke the program. It did it to a couple other things, like Psy runs slower, some programs completely stopped working, and it was not a good time. It just wasn't good, okay? But I wasn't like totally distraught. Just like YouTube is a side hobby to me. It's not like my main source of income or anything. But it could have been a lot worse. But it did make getting through my media A level that much harder. But yeah, it conked out. Shit happens. Because apparently Microsoft only releases updates that make your computer shitter. Apparently. Why would you release an update that just doesn't do anything besides ruin everything? I don't understand, but yeah. Anyway, that's changed. No, I'm recording a video, Jackson. I'll kill you. Jackson, come in the video. Jackson, come here. Say things. Say something.
Alright, I'm gonna say 3 things. He's Jackson. He's cool. Add my Snapchat.
I'm not putting that in the video. This is going in the final recording. Bye, Jackson.
Lol.
You're gay.
Check your trap.
What is going on? Anyway, after that horrible interruption, I have a new computer. I'm in college now, but it runs a lot better. Everything is just better now. I can produce a better quality of work much quickly. As I'm recording this, everything is fine. Hopefully this channel will be revived with this new computer. I can I'm so thankful I can do YouTube again. I've actually really missed editing videos and doing stuff for it. Even though I know my videos aren't that good, I don't care. You know, they've been memed to hell and back. Hey guys, bluedrawin here. That was so fucking... Why did I think that was good? Why did I think that was good? Who thought that was good? Also, if you also haven't heard, my Twitter has since been suspended. That's kind of old news now. Twitter also likes to do things that generally makes your experience just that much shitter, just for the sake of making it worse. So I have since retreated to Tumblr and Instagram. I know 2 of the most fucking cursed websites on the internet, but it's the only thing that isn't Twitter. I'm not going to Facebook, and I don't really want to touch DeviantArt with a 10-foot pole at this point. Also, if you really want to, you should check out my Patreon. I post like a ton of stuff there, more often than I actually post to my actual social media, because I oftentimes just forget. So if you're interested in that, feel free to you know, donate to me, please. I'm dying. Anyway, I'll shout out all my patrons at the end of the video. Anyway, on to my actual complaints. You know what this video is about, yeah? We just fucking do it. Roll the transition slide. This one's kind of dumb, but it always rubs me the wrong way. I really hate when people say don't shade in black. Shade in black and highlight in white if you really, really want to. No one should be able to tell you otherwise. Your art might look unnatural, in air quotes, but also, who fucking cares? Who cares? No one else should care, right? This also goes far as to say, don't create characters with pure black or white on them. It makes them look weird and unnatural. As if drawing on a little screen that projects onto a bigger screen with some letters and numbers attached to it, in order to create digital images of anime girls with giant tits and furries, is any more natural. Like, let's not lie to ourselves. We know why you're in the art game, alright? If it's the look you're going for, go for it. Shade in pure black, create characters with stark white clothes. At the end of the day, if it creates the desired effect, no one can say otherwise. You are the artist. You create what you want. You create your vision. Shading is used to add depth and dimension to a drawing, and you can add depth with black and white if you just fucking try, right? Also, using pure black and white on a character design is also fine. If you have like a whole colour palette to work with, and those are the only two colours that pop out to you to make the character work, especially in a cartoony style which most people work with, then it'll look fine. It'll just look fine. That being said, improving your understanding of colour theory in terms of design as well as light and shade is a fantastic thing to do. It will most definitely improve your art and understanding of how things work. Understanding warm lights will create cool shadows. Usually if your light source is orange, the shadows will be blue. The shadow cast by your light source will be its complementary colour on the colour wheel. In other words, just the opposite colour. Understanding which colours pair together well will also improve your design and general appeal of your art. Also understanding what people usually think of when they see certain colours will also improve your art. For example, in early Disney movies, a lot of them use black, purple and green. It creates a real creepy, intimidating and generally evil atmosphere, which is of course what they were going for. This is mostly a critique of people who think there are like a rule set to artwork. There isn't. They just try and dictate what's right and wrong because truthfully, a lot of artists are kind of elitists, and I really don't like that. I really hate it. Really, there is no right and wrong. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Really, it just varies from artwork to artwork, and person to person. You create your artwork how you want to, especially if it's your own personal art. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Someone out there will also see eye to eye with your vision. And if that means shading in black and white, and creating characters with pure, saturated colours, then tell anyone who tries to convince you otherwise to lick the shit off your shoe. Do whatever the fuck you want. Can anyone else smell the demonetization? Demonetized? Before I even got monetized? Loving it. This is the fucking premier lifestyle right now.
Wow!
You know what really grinds my gears?
Real life Peter Griffin here. You know what really grinds my gears? Fortnite.
I'm so this is terrible. That's a real thing now. People being sexual towards me, my art, or my characters, or all three at the same time, totally uninvited. Why did you think this was a good idea? I don't think it's attractive. Neither do I appreciate the comments. It's really, really gross and really weird, especially as someone who only draws safe for work artwork. I literally had one guy message me and go on into a weird amount of detail about how he'd like to impregnate Blue. It was really creepy, like genuinely very strange. When I told him that it was weird and entirely inappropriate, I got a, "Oh, it was worth a try" answer, as if my upset was like entirely unwarranted. You literally told me you wanted to fill my bastard can up with cum? Unwarranted? Unwanted? Why wouldn't I be a little weirded out? You'd think that this is literally what I would expect. This would be a normal response to me. I don't understand why no one else expects this. You know what would happen if you said that to a stranger in real life? It would be sexual harassment. You'd get a restraining order. Adios! On a real, it's very weird to me, and it's very uncomfortable too. Some are clearly satirical and all that shit. Those are fine, but you gotta understand, for something to be taken as a joke, it just has to be funny first. Back on topic though, usually if you're not a friend of mine, the first thing I think of when you leave a X3, I'd love to lick her paws and kiss her belly, is some weirdo stuffed up in their basement, hunched over, cry-wanking into their sock for the 5th time that day. You see what I'm getting at here? When I say it's creepy and weird, it's kind of hard to know how to read your epic funny XD comment when you're a literal stranger on the internet, if that's what you're even going for in the first place, for it to be taken as a joke, do you know? But no, how dare I be upset that you tell me in detail how you want to defile my creations, which I have poured my heart and soul into. I'm the one in the wrong. I literally never asked for this information, but apparently sharing your darkest sexual fantasies with an artist who never wanted or needed to know is entirely appropriate, apparently. Would it be okay for me to detail all of my own intrusive thoughts and feelings onto your creations? No, because no one asked. No one cares. It's not relevant. It's not appropriate. It's the same thing. And because I know someone will bring it up, yes, Late 2015 and to middle of 2016, I made some not safe for work art. I was 15 to 16 years old at the time. You know what else I did around that time? I drew and wrote about torture, abuse, and trauma in excruciating, disgusting detail because I was coping with the death of my father. And to those who say, that's not a very good coping method, it prevented me from taking my own life at the lowest point in my life. You might be thinking, wow, this is a rather inappropriate comment to make. Considering the tone that you've set up throughout the video so far, consider the actual fucking point. To prove that unwarranted, deeply personal remarks, sexual or otherwise, should be kept to oneself. And that's asked for where it's appropriate. Otherwise, just shut up, and we'll go around without you. Bye! Fucking weirdo.
Yahoo!
People who hint for free art constantly. You're not fooling anyone. Constantly going, oh, look at my character. But you wouldn't want to draw them or anything, or oh, I wish I could buy your art, but I have no money. And other comments like that, which just scream, hey, make me some free fucking art. They were really annoying. They were so annoying. Who do you think you're fooling? Like, again, just come on. I've received plenty of comments like this over the years, especially from just creepos who really want to start humping my leg, just try and squeeze even a doodle out of me. It's just annoying. I love seeing people's original characters. Don't get me wrong, I love when people share their characters with me. I understand to some people it's really personal to share their own art with others. But dropping the, I don't know if you want to drop my characters. It would be nice, but I don't know. Right after you've shown me it, it just, ugh, shut up. Just shut up. Like, I know what you're after. You could, if you just asked, hey, do you do free art? I would be less offended. I would genuinely be less offended if you just straight up ask that. Because then you're being obvious. You're not trying to guilt trip me out of anything. But I don't appreciate this tactic. I just hate it. I despise it. This reverse psychology just doesn't work on me. I can see right through your lies.
Allow me to cut through those words!
And just, ugh. And also the, I can't afford a commission, but here's my reference sheet anyways. Like, no, don't do that. I don't do free handouts. Sorry. Time's money! A story about one dude who really tried his damn hardest just for a sketch. For the sake of privacy, I'm gonna call him Martin. Though I think everyone already knows who he might be if you've talked to me more than once. About a year ago, when my server was in full swing, I used to make free doodles in between commissions. It was about the middle of summer, so most people had jobs and I'd get commissions frequently. Whilst I waited for an answer from my clients, I just kind of went into my server and went, hey, does anyone want a sketch? Just message me your character. It was pretty simple. Around that time, I recently got into contact with someone named Martin. He was pretty cool. He only started drawing recently. His style was really good actually, really cartoony, and he was improving like really quickly, and I really liked his artwork. But fucking hell, he was a piece of shit. I uploaded a batch of sketches to my Twitter just after I sketched them from my server. I plugged my Discord link, and I got a DM from him. All's normal, back and forth conversation about drawing, the usual, pretty normal. And then he goes, why'd you make art for all those other people but not me? They're not even your friends. And I'm like, whoa, what? I explained that I just sketch for people in my server in between commissions. This guy goes, well, I don't use Discord that much, and just drawls on about not wanting to go out of his way to use my server on an application that he didn't use that much. The whole time I'm just rolling my eyes like, here we fucking go. In the end, he joins my server. Whenever I mentioned I was even taking a break from commission work, he'd immediately at me to see if I was free. I got around to making him a sketch, and he like totally creamed his pants. I was like, yeah, you're making it really obvious this is the only reason you're in for it. You're only after my art. I really don't like that. But I continued to just like stay friends with him, just because I thought his art was nice as well. And he drew a couple things for me, but at one point he was like, I've made you so much art already, you basically owe me something in return. And a bit of drama followed that, and it was just, ugh, just typical bullshit. after that little hiccup, and I was like, just why? To make a long story short, just don't be like him. Just don't do that. If you want free art, go to an artist who does requests. Don't hint at artists who literally have commissions open to make free art for you. I'll make free art for whoever I want, whenever I want, 90%. What? I'm recording, can you not?
Hi.
Can you not?
You heard my news.
Yeah, I did. I have to cut this out now, Jax. To make a long story short, don't be this guy. If you want free art, look for an artist who does requests. Don't hit artists who literally have commissions open to make free art for you. It's scummy and it's so annoying. I'll make free art for whoever I want, whenever I want, and 90% of the time, it'll be because they're a genuinely good person to me and to my friends, and not a piece of shit who tries to leech off of me for my work. If you want quality art, you gotta pay for it. That's just how business works. No one appreciates scummy tactics where people try and become friends with an artist just for their artwork. That's not how it works. There are a load of friends who I haven't made art for yet, and that's not because I don't like them as a person, it's just because I don't have time, or I don't really feel like it, or there's a plethora of reasons for it. Just because you're my friend doesn't mean you're entitled to art from me. It's just, it just happens if I really want to make it for you. It just fucking happens, okay? And I make free art for non-friends too, like, as I said before on my server, I used to make free art for people whenever I was taking a break from commissions, but that was because I genuinely wanted to, give something back to people before I had a Patreon. And just shit like that, just don't do that. It's really scummy and really low to try and do that to someone. And just don't do that. Just, moral of the story, don't do this. Hey, so this is the end of the video. I did have a few more topics I'd like to cover, but honestly, with the length of the video so far, I decided to cut back and just leave it as is. I might make a follow-up in future, but right now, it's fine as it is. At least to me anyways, at least to me. Coming back to video editing after a year of nothing is rather refreshing, and I've genuinely enjoyed taking my time editing this. I'd really appreciate any feedback on how I did, and just so on. Please be aware that in some, or most cases actually, editing is purposely bad, just so I can get to grips with Sony Vegas again, and just hopefully my videos will look a bit cleaner in the future. I feel a bit more confident in speaking now. I'm not mumbling as badly as I have done previously, though I'm still really quiet in some areas. I feel I've steeled my nerves a bit better, and also the subject matter is something that I actually really wanted to talk about, so yeah, what can I say? I'm a complainer. Though I still do stutter and mumble horribly in some places. I'm really sorry for that, I'm just not that eloquent. Either way, enough about me. I'd like to personally thank every single one of my patrons who have made this possible and have supported me non-stop despite my inconsistencies and just general idiocy. So thanks to Max, Dashy, Plotism, Cinder, Zero Guild, Speedy Owl, and Harry. Thanks for just putting up with me and my fucking bullshit. Means a lot. But yeah, hoping this video will be a gateway to the future videos, art, and just otherwise. I haven't really decided what I want to cover mainly yet. With college, my upload schedule will be inconsistent, but I'm hoping my videos will just be long and interesting enough to make up for that. Please like and subscribe if you can, and God forbid, just don't look at my old videos. Please. They haunt me. Anyways, I'm out. Bye.